Hey, Comic Book Nation, Chris Killian here, filling in for Brandon once again, who is busy right now becoming Robert Kirkman's BFF. Oh, look how happy he is. But it's Thursday, and we are here with the top 5 stories of the last 24 hours. We've got some working titles: Doctor Strange, Wonder Woman, Thor, and J.J. Abrams, so let's get started. First up, we have not one, but 2 working titles that got released yesterday, which makes zero sense, since the entire concept of working titles is to give certain projects with large fan bases a level of privacy while they are filming. Anyways, regardless, first up, we have found out that Avengers Infinity War's working title is Mary Lou. That's it, Mary Lou. Yeah, if they were going for the worst possible title to avoid interest, mission accomplished. Mary Lou sounds like a spinoff of a Little House on the Prairie reboot. The much better working title belongs to Deadpool 2, which is currently disguised as Love Machine. Possibly an in-joke pointing to the debut of Cable, or it could just be a nod to Deadpool's affinity for the ladies. Ladies love that mask, or just Ryan Reynolds. Either way, guys, are you pumped about Doctor Strange next Friday? The reviews are coming in, and it's getting universal acclaim. Ever since news broke that there would even be a Doctor Strange film, fans began wondering if they'd see the Sorcerer Supreme join up with the Avengers. Well, now we know the answer to that: yes. The Avengers are getting ready to throw down with Thanos, and Doctor Strange's mystical powers could definitely help them get the upper hand. While Benedict Cumberbatch was ever the pro and didn't leak any info, boring, saying he'd prefer to work with all of them, Doctor Strange director Scott Derrickson told MTV International that while he didn't know who Doctor Strange would be teaming up with, he revealed he'd like to see Strange team up with Rocket Raccoon. And now that he said that, I love that idea. That would be amazing. Let me know in the comments who you guys want to see Strange team up with in Infinity War, and make sure you go see it in theaters next Friday. And guys, when you go see Doctor Strange next week, they might have a small surprise in store for you, because we just found out we have a Wonder Woman trailer coming soon. While I'd rather be showing you an actual trailer right now instead of just telling you it's on its way, we know it's coming because the new trailer has been officially classified, which means we'll be seeing it attached to certain films in the next few weeks. Clocking in at 2 minutes and 24 seconds, the new Wonder Woman trailer will definitely be attached to fellow Warner Brothers property, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which I also can't wait to see. But I wouldn't be surprised to see it as early as next Friday with Doctor Strange. So you guys be on the lookout for that. Continuing on with film news, Thor Ragnarok is expected to wrap filming tomorrow. And what's the best possible way to say goodbye to your 2 lead actors? Well, flip them the bird. That's how I say goodbye to all my friends. Yesterday, Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi, who, that's the funnest name in show business, released this picture on Twitter of himself sitting between 2 set chairs that belong to Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston. And it's him giving each of them a middle finger. He captioned the photo, "2 days left, gonna miss this pair of idiots." And I would love to go have a beer with that guy. Thor hits theaters this time next year. Lastly, for the news, J.J. Abrams is returning to Cloverfield. The Wrap is reporting that J.J. Abrams' produced God Particle will actually be the 3rd movie set in the Cloverfield universe. And reportedly, it will tie Cloverfield and 10 Cloverfield Lane together. Directed by Julian Ona, God Particle features a team of astronauts who make a terrifying discovery while on a space station that orbits Earth. According to the report, Abrams and Paramount Studios plan to release a new movie set in the Cloverfield universe each year. Paramount is supposedly set to release the first footage of God Particle at some point today, so you guys are going to want to be on the lookout for that. Meanwhile, God Particle will be hitting theaters on February 24th, 2017. All right, now that we've got all that out of the way, let's get to your favorite part, where we're going to dive in, answer a few questions, have a good time. What have we got first? Let's see. Do you think there's any chance of having a cameo of Logan in Deadpool? I think that depends on how serious Hugh Jackman is about hanging up the claws after this next film. He seems pretty serious about it. This is the last hoorah. I definitely don't foresee a Deadpool cameo in Logan because the tone of that film seems really serious and not a good fit for Deadpool. Plus, it's set in the future. As far as Logan in Deadpool 2, I kind of doubt it, but I'd love to see it, and I hope they find a way to work it in. I think it would be absolutely epic if they did a cameo with Logan in his full Wolverine costume, mask and all. But we've never seen that before, so but we'll have to wait and see what they come up with. All right, next question. Do you think we will get a Planet Hulk? Well, the simple answer is no, but you're in luck, Anthony, because all signs are pointing to the fact that Thor Ragnarok borrows a lot of elements from Planet Hulk for this movie. So we aren't going to get a straight up adaptation, and I can't say much about it. But I think that if you're a fan of the Planet Hulk story arc, you will definitely want to check out Thor Ragnarok when it comes out. Wink. Dustin, are you real? Yes. You can follow me on Twitter at CK Comedy. In fact, you know what? It's close to the weekend. I'm feeling good, having a good day. Anyone who follows me today on Twitter at CK Comedy, I'll follow you back just to prove that I'm real. I don't know if that proves it, but I will. Richard wants to know, would Jessica Jones vote for Clinton? I don't like getting very political on these kinds of shows, but if Jessica cared enough to vote at all, yeah, definitely. It's just a hunch, but I don't see Double J being a big Trump supporter. I could totally be wrong, though, so who knows? All right, what's the news on the Spawn movie? As far as I know, there hasn't been any new news on the upcoming Spawn film. Todd McFarlane has went on record of saying there is a script, it's going to be an R-rated horror flick, and the film is probably going to be seen from the perspective of Sam and Twitch, with Spawn being like an almost mythological side character. But there hasn't been anything recent. But I'm with you. I'm anxious to see this movie get greenlit and started filming. I love Spawn. I still think that the HBO cartoon series was groundbreaking, and I would love to see a live-action Spawn movie with that tone. All right, last question from Mark. Do you think that they will do a Mortal Kombat Legacy Season 3? I actually got a chance to talk a good bit with Brian T. a few weeks ago, who played Kung Lao in the second season of Mortal Kombat Legacy. Awesome dude, by the way. Shout out to Brian. We are still hoping they cast you for the Submariner. Anyways, there are not currently plans to do a third season, especially since Aquaman director James Wan is currently in the process of developing a new Mortal Kombat film. But Brian T. did say that if they give him a call to play Kung Lao again, he is 100% down for it. All right, guys, you have all been awesome. Brandon will be back next week, but tomorrow our new lady co-host, Tori, will be here giving you guys the top 5, so you guys make her feel extra special and welcome. But until then, follow us on all of our social media. Thank you so much for watching. Keep your eyes on ComicBook.com for all the latest news. Peace, guys.